Bob opens his eyes inside an ancient tribe. The first thing he sees is a young girl. She looks frightened. Her mother is holding her hand. The women of the tribe are gathering around her in complete silence. Bob's heart sinks. He assumes something terrible is happening. He assumes she is sick. He assumes she is being punished. He assumes she is about to be sent away. Every one of those assumptions is wrong, because what is about to happen next is one of the most powerful, emotional, and misunderstood moments in the entire history of humanity. And when Bob finally understands what he is watching, it will completely change the way he sees women, tribes, and even himself. Because today, this girl is not being punished. Today, she is becoming a woman. And in the Stone Age, that was not a shameful secret. It was one of the most sacred events in the entire tribe. Bob turns to the elder standing beside him. He whispers, "Is she okay?" The elder smiles softly. Then she says four words that break Bob's modern brain. Today, everything changes for her. The women slowly walk the girl toward the edge of the camp. They are not angry. They are not scared. They are calm, focused, almost glowing with purpose. Bob assumes she is being separated from the tribe as a punishment. He is completely wrong. Anthropologists studying ancient and traditional societies have discovered something extraordinary. In many prehistoric cultures, when a girl transitioned into womanhood, the tribe treated it as one of the most important spiritual and emotional events of her entire life. Not a secret, not a shame, a celebration. Bob's jaw slowly drops, because in the modern world, this same moment is often surrounded by silence, embarrassment, and confusion. But 10,000 years ago, it was surrounded by wisdom. Now the women lead the girl toward a small, beautifully prepared shelter. Soft plants line the floor. Fresh water sits in a bowl. Warm animal skins wait for her. It looks less like isolation and more like a spa built by ancestors. Bob assumes she is being locked away. She is not. In many ancient tribes, girls were given a private, safe space during this transition, not because they were dirty, not because they were unwanted, but because it was believed this moment was so spiritually powerful that she needed time, silence, and support from the wisest women in the group. The younger girls were not allowed inside, only the elder women, because only they knew what she was about to be taught. Bob leaned closer. He wants to know what happens inside. The elder smiles gently and tells him a secret that anthropologists still find fascinating today. Inside that shelter, the girl was not just told about her body. She was told about the moon, about the stars, about the seasons, about motherhood, about love, about the history of her people, about the strength inside her she never knew she had. She learned that her body was not a burden. Her body was a bridge between past and future generations. She was told stories about her grandmother and her grandmother's grandmother and every woman who had walked this same path since the beginning of humanity. She was told she was not alone. She had never been alone, and she would never be alone again. Now Bob feels something rise inside his chest. He does not have a name for it. It is not sadness. It is not surprise. It is respect. Now the elder tells Bob something that shakes him even more. In many ancient societies, this transition was so important that the entire tribe prepared for it. Special foods were made, songs were sung. Older women shared secrets that had been passed down for thousands of years. Fathers, brothers, and hunters showed extra respect toward the young woman for days. Because in the Stone Age, this transition meant something powerful. It meant a new adult was joining the tribe, not a child anymore, a woman. And the woman in a Stone Age tribe was not weak, not fragile, not silent. A woman was survival. A woman was memory. A woman was the reason the tribe would continue to exist. Bob suddenly realizes he had been taught the exact opposite his entire life. Now Bob asks the question every viewer is thinking. Why did modern society forget all of this? The elder does not answer. She just looks at the sky. Historians and anthropologists believe that as small tribes turned into large civilizations, sacred rituals slowly disappeared. Written rules replaced spoken wisdom. Shame replaced celebration. Silence replaced storytelling. And a moment that was once honored became a moment that was often ignored. But the truth is still hidden inside every human today. Modern research shows that the transition into womanhood is not just physical, it is emotional, neurological, deeply psychological. The teenage brain rewires itself. Hormones reshape mood, identity, relationships, and self-perception. It is one of the most transformative periods in the entire human life cycle. Ancient tribes did not have textbooks, but they somehow understood this deeply. They knew a young woman needed guidance, not silence, support, not embarrassment, celebration, not confusion. They knew she needed her tribe. Bob quietly whispers something to himself. Maybe modern life is not more advanced than ancient life. Maybe it is just louder. Now the young girl slowly walks out of the shelter. She is different. She stands taller. Her eyes look older. Her expression is calm. The women greet her with soft smiles. The elders bow their heads. The young girls stare at her like she is a hero. Because today, she is. Bob feels tears in his eyes and he doesn't know why. Maybe because he's watching something modern humans lost. Maybe because he realizes that every woman alive today carries the same ancient strength inside her, even if she was never told. Maybe because he finally understands something no history book ever taught him. Becoming a woman was never a shame. It was one of humanity's oldest miracles, and every girl who has ever lived is connected to a chain of strength that stretches back tens of thousands of years. Bob sits by the fire that night thinking about his mother, his sister, his grandmother, every woman he has ever known, and he quietly whispers something that changes him forever. Maybe the world forgot to celebrate her, but her ancestors never did. But Bob's next journey will uncover something even stranger.